Good morning, peace and blessing to all those who are tuning in. Grateful that you are alive this beautiful morning. My name is Albert Knoblack. I am the author of the Legacy Protection Act, the real solution to America's watered down culture. I already read chapter 5 earlier. Now we're going to read chapter 6. From poverty mindset to protection mindset. The root of poverty isn't just money, it's mindset. Poverty is not just a lack of money, it's a mental program. It's a belief system built on limitation, fear, and survival. Many of us were raised to spend before we save, survive instead of strategizing, and fear wealth instead of mastering it. This mindset wasn't born in us. It was passed down through generations, shaped by scarcity, exploitation, and a system that never expected us to win. But mindsets can change, and when they do, legacies begin to shift. The consequences of staying in a poverty mindset. Living in poverty mindset keeps families making short-term decisions with long-term consequences. Living paycheck to paycheck, passing down stress instead of strategy. If you don't value your life while you're alive, how can you expect anyone to fight to protect it once you're gone? The longer we normalize neglect, the more deeply it becomes embedded in our culture. How the short-term mindset shows itself. One of the clearest signs of a short-term mindset is found in the popularity of things like the lottery. Every day, millions of people, especially in low-income neighborhoods, spend their last dollars chasing quick riches because they've been conditioned to crave instant gratification. This is about more than money, it's about brain chemistry. Playing the lottery, gambling, or chasing microwave success releases dopamine, the chemical that makes us feel good, even if we're self-sabotaging. We've been trained to want pleasure now instead of planning for peace later. It's not entirely our fault. Our culture has sold us the fantasy of overnight success while hiding the discipline it takes to build a real legacy. The result, a nation full of people chasing moments instead of building futures. Why the government must help retrain the culture. People don't always change because they want to. Sometimes they change because they're required to. When seatbelt laws were introduced, most Americans resisted. They didn't believe in it. They didn't think it was necessary. But once the government made it mandatory and backed it with consequences, people adapted. Lives were saved, mindsets were retrained. The Legacy Protection Act functions the same way by making life insurance and long-term planning a legal requirement for parents and married couples. We are helping families break the cycle of neglect and step into the mindset of responsibility. Sometimes protection must be legislated so that legacy become normalized. The protection mindset, a new standard of living. The protection mindset says, I am worth preparing for. My children deserve stability, not confusion. I don't need to wait for success to build a plan. I need a plan to build success. Let me repeat that. I don't need to wait for success to build a plan. I need a plan to build success. Protection is not just a policy, it's a principle. It's a declaration that your life has value and your legacy has direction. When we shift our mindset from consumption to construction, from hustle to heritage, we begin to live with intention. Real power is in proactive planning. You don't have to be rich to think like a leader. You don't have to be perfect to get prepared. You just need a decision and a different mindset. The Legacy Protection Act is a vehicle that helps families move from survival to stability. It teaches us that wealth begins with wisdom, and protection is the starting point for all prosperity. When protection becomes the expectation, not the exception, we change the future for generations. Quote for the day. Poverty mindset dies the moment you realize protection is your responsibility, not a luxury. Not a luxury. It is your responsibility. Prayer for the day. God of transformation and truth, renew our minds and reset our standards. Help us release the habits of lack and embrace the discipline of preparation. Shift us from panic to purpose, from struggle to strategy, and from generational survival to generational strength. Amen. Thank you all for tuning in. Go out there and have a beautiful weekend. Be safe, be smart, be kind, and walk with purpose. Thank you.